Good morning. I'm in this place. I'm not going to attempt to say it because I always get my Welsh words completely wrong. And I'm going to walk the Nantlle Ridge, which first part of it is there. I'm not sure how many miles it's going to be, but it's a beautiful day up here in Snowdonia and I'm really looking forward to it. I've made it to the top of Eagann, which is the start of the Nantlle Ridge, and already there's some serious views which I will show you now. Here we go then. That's the Irish Sea, and I did look up all the names of those mountains, but it's all too much. But that one there is Snowdon, and down by that lake is where I parked, so I've come all the way up there, and down the valley is Bethgelert, and that's the way I'm going. I'm going to have a quick break first. As I said, I'm heading up there now. It looks like I've got a bit of a scramble ahead of me. Whew. Well, it was a fair bit of scrambling to get up here, but it was good. It's funny, scrambling over rocks doesn't seem to tire out as much as walking up steep slopes. I don't know how that works, but there we are. Oh. So next to go that way. I'm not sure which I'm top of, but I'll put it on the thing, and when I get to the top of that one, next one, I'll put that on there. So I'm now standing on the next ridge, named below. Just amazing view out there to the Irish Sea. It's over there as well. You can see all the coastline going down, and it gets nearer. So I've got to walk along there, down there, follow the ridge there, up onto there, and carry on along up that way. When I was down in the car park, there were quite a few walkers down there, but I think most of them must have been going up Snowdon
you can, there's two paths that go up Snowdon from the car park there, or I think there was another couple walking down the valley to Beth Gellet. When I was looking this walk up, it says that it's one of Snowdon's lesser known ridge walks, and when I was coming up there was a couple a bit behind me, but I've not seen them for ages, and I think, definitely feel like I'm on my own up here, which is really quite good, quite pleasant, to be honest. Snowdon's great, but the trouble with Snowdon is everybody wants to go up Snowdon, and nowadays when you go up there you just can't help but meet lots of people. So if you want to do a good walk, oh, can you hear the cuckoo? Stop now. Yeah, if you want to do a good walk which is more peaceful, more quiet, and still get amazing views, and this is great. This is really good. That's it. I'm on top of the next one. Name there somewhere. Hopefully will be. I think I'm just on what they call on the PCT a PUD, a pointless up and down. That's alright. It's all part of it, isn't it? Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Mountains. So over there, where those rocks sort of jagging out, that's where I was. I walked all along the top there and down. You can see the path in the gap, and then I've just come up here. And now I'm going that way, but I'm not sure whether I go left or right. I'll have to check out on the map. I was thinking when I was coming up here with all the ups and downs, I wonder if in the end I'll have done the equivalent of climbing up Snowdon. I don't know. This is nice gentle walking along this bit, this kind of ridge. It's kind of a wide grassy path. I don't know quite how it gets to be made. I suppose people walking, but it looks a bit kind of uniform, almost like it's been not manufactured, you know, but they come up here and mow it to make it like that, which I don't suppose they do. It's like being on top of the world. Well, that's the first chap I've met today, and he said the same as me. He ain't seen nobody. So look at this, and this madness. In the middle of nowhere, on the ridge, they built this. It just says obelisk on the map, so I don't know what it's in aid of. I bet it's Victorian or something like that. They're crazy enough to build things like this in the middle of, well, like I say, in the middle of nowhere. Bizarre. There we go, respect to them. I can get up here. There we are. That's got to be Anglesey over there. Anyway, it's a good place to stop and have my lunch. So that's what I'm going to do. And this is my view where I'm eating my lunch. Definitely beats staring out the office window. Well, there we go. I've had my lunch. It was very peaceful. Perfect, just sitting there looking out over the scenery. Life's good. Anyway, I looked at my map and still, if I do the walk I'm proposing to do, I've still got a fair way to go, so I thought better get a move on. So stepping out, hit the next peak. It's another down and up along the way. The chap that told me, he told me the way through the woods, and he told me a route. He says it was number 47, follow Route 47. And I was sitting down eating lunch, and then I saw him coming back, and I thought, oh, he's forgotten something. Anyway, he came back and he said, oh, actually I told you wrong, it's Route 42, which was very kind of him. He said, he didn't fancy the idea of me being lost, wandering around in the woods because of or the forest, because of him telling me the wrong number. So, yeah, that was really, really kind. Right, press on. Next hill, mountain, peak, whatever you call it. Man, look at this. I wasn't banking on having to go all the way down there. To have to go all the way up there. I thought it was, you know, a bit more of a level ridge walk. I thought once you'd sort of got up here, you were up. There you go. That's the thing, isn't it? These things never turn out as you think they will. But I'm not complaining. It's still wonderful up here, out here. I'm just going to do it. So I've just come down there. Check out the view. And now I'm going to go up there. Well, rather than just going straight up, which is what I thought it did, it looks like the path kind of works its way up the side, up the top there. Whew. It's a fairly well defined path up the side here, but you have to concentrate. You could easily lose it. I think it was 550 down there. I think the top of this one's something like 700 and something. So it's about a 200 metre climb. Looking back, you can see the path I've walked along and the peaks that I've been over. And still in the background there is Snowdon, shining out on top of the world. Look at this! I've reached the summit of the next one, which is... below, please. Rightio. I'm now going that way. Oh yeah, and while I'm up here, I've got to give you yet another panoramic view. So, starting with Snowdon, here we go. That's the North Wales coastline, the Irish Sea. That's the direction I'm going to go in. More Irish Sea. That's Anglesey over there. And I don't know what the other mountains are called. Back to Snowdon. Fantastic. It's great. You come up places like this and you can just forget about all the things that bother you, all the things that go round and round your head. Just switch off and drink in all this magnificence. Oh, it was really nice just walking across that grass there. It's nice and gentle, fairly level. This is it. This is the trig point, I think. So I've reached this trig point on name coming up. And still got press on to Craiggoch, I think it is. I think must be that over there. It's one of those things I think, oh that's it, no it's not it. That's it, no it's not it. Keep going, keep going. Let's keep going. This definitely looks like another pud, because I want to go up there. Where it's leading down there. Oy. Not for the faint-hearted. Well, I've decided to go off track. I just don't fancy going all the way down there to have to come all the way back up again. So I'm gonna try and walk around the head of the vale, which hopefully will be alright. These things are always a bit of a risk when you do this, but hey. Well, I found what looks like a well-used path again, heading in the right direction. I wonder if, when I was at the trig point, there was a ladder that went over the wall over the other side. So I wonder if that was the path I should have took, rather than the other one I was following. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm now on the right one, I think, and heading to my final destination. That's a wild looking top, that is, up there. Hopefully they're not looking for me. Well, this is it. To the best of my knowledge, this is the top of Craiggoch, which I think is the end of the Nantlle Ridge. I don't know what the pole's for. So, there we go. There's the sea. It's now about 10 to 4 and I started off at 10, so it's taken me about 6 hours, which is a lot longer than what I thought it would take, but it's been worth it. There we are, that's the Nantlle Ridge. Great walk, really nice, especially on a day like this. Fantastic views. You can see a lot of the mountains of Snowdonia. That's been beautiful, really nice. And then you can see the valleys around the, going towards the coast, towards the Irish Sea, and the Irish Sea and Anglesey. Fantastic views, absolutely awesome. It's been tougher than what I thought it was going to be. I thought you climb up onto the ridge and then, you know, there would be a few ups and downs, but basically it was a ridge walk. but it hasn't been like that at all. There's been quite a few ups and downs, and like I said earlier, I wonder if my total up and down has been equivalent to climbing up Snowdon. I wouldn't be at all surprised. So yeah, it's quite a toughish walk really, and the terrain is at times, you know, is pretty rough. It's scrambling over rocks, or even just walking over rocks, you know, which is always a bit tricky with your feet. You don't want to twist an ankle or anything, do you? But then sometimes you're walking along grass and it's just really, really pleasant. So I recommend it if you're pretty fit and able. Definitely come for it. So I'm not going back the way I came. I hate doing that anyway, but if I did, it's another 6 hours, isn't it? So I'm going to try and go down into the valley and then walk along the valley, which might clock it up mileage wise. I'll either put it at the beginning, the total miles, or the end, the total miles that the walk's taken me. But yeah, I'm just going to do that rather than just walk back the way I've come. So I've got to find a path down and then a path along, which might take a bit doing, but hopefully not. Hopefully I'll get there. Let's see then, shall we? Oh, it's warm. It's definitely warm now. Could sunbathe up here, but I need to press on really. Torn. Oh, I found the path. Well, I'm still heading down through this bracken, basically following a path. Well, you can see how often this path gets used. I finally hit a track of sorts. Seems a bit more definite. Anything else I've been following so far? Just me and the sheep. Well, as you can see, I'm back at the car. It's about 9:30 and I set off a bit before 10. So my walk has taken me nearly 12 hours. I completely miscalculated it. Completely. But never mind, it was worthwhile. The ridge was stunning. And then coming down in the valley and walking back up along the valley. It was so peaceful. It was great. Loved that. Loved it. It's been a great walk. But my legs ache a bit now. So I suppose I'll go home. And try and find something to eat, I think, as well. But there you go. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you liked it. And I'll see you again somewhere in the next walk. And I think I'll make it a little bit shorter.